is the game which is going to decide everyone in this game at the moment is going home with some gems. Whether or not they go away with 800 gems or they go away with 2,000 gems is
2,000.
Completely up to them, of course. Yeah, which actually adds up, interestingly, to about $175 in prize money-ish, if you work it out in money.
We're now gonna actually see who is gonna win this. As we have a look at the splits in a couple of seconds. WAG on the red team and the blues are 55 HP monks.
Reds are actually going to do a two-man over towards the henge, currently actually stealthed, and again 55 HP monks encountering them and actually trying to getting onto the point really, really well. Wow, Jesus, they actually moved.
Tatum is doing a brilliant job in keeping Rom from the mine, so they get the point instantly, just keeping him busy and not really letting him on the point. On the mid, we have two guardians kind of dancing.
Yeah, jumping up and down.
Drinking a cup of tea. Now,
you can make a cup of tea when you're jumping.
After a short delay, we actually have the home point from the blue team captured. Not too much they could do against that, but at least 1 point difference for the red team.
Yeah, at the moment, just a load of damage coming onto the node from the Elementalist at the moment on the red team. Dante just planting down that Meteor Storm, of course. Meteor Shower, and just everyone from 55 HP monks clearing out the way of that. And we'd still have both bunkers on the point, which is probably quite a good thing. Misha's been a little bit of focus from Dante as well, but we do have Artaeum as well
having some problem against Rom. We have the decap. And he might actually go down in a couple of seconds, so not long for him to have to get any assistance. We have on the side Onathe going. He's leaving him on the point, of course, possibly getting the cap. Onathe is having troubles in getting there, because if he's at 50%, and there we have the... He actually ran against the wall. He wasn't immobilized, but he also ran against the wall. Don't know if there's maybe a disconnect happening there.
Oh, wall OP, wall OP. Oh, no. Oh, well, if it's DC'd, he's not going to be able to tell you he's DC'd. Hey ho. I'm pretty sure Xeon didn't DC though, because he is currently dead off node. So they're going to let Onafis just kind of bleed out off node as well. Artaeum just having a look at his perspective. He's just gone into his hidden turret at the moment, trying to get rid of some of those conditions. But now got a little bit of pressure on him, but he's okay on his position currently. Lemming is doing absolutely good. A top job. They're just bunkering down on the node, and Dante comes in, which means Artaeum can just push forward a bit onto Misha and just apply some damage.
We have actually Tom leaving at the exact moment Xeon comes around the corner and is gonna get the decap. Now he has the reaction. Left the point exactly at the specifically wrong time. It was nice to see them kind of running past each other almost. But he's gonna get on the point quickly enough to keep it contested and to not give them any points. So to contest it, and we have a fight Onathe against Rom on the mine, which doesn't look too good for Onathe, and he kind of sees that as well, as trying to leave. Rom is chasing him though, and we often see people who are running away can get hit quite badly if people are chasing them, often just arriving with a little bit of health or dying on the way. That's not good. And 55 as well having the upper hand in the team fight on mid. We saw really quick try from Lemming to put a res on Artaeum, but the storm was already through. He's having some difficulty really surviving. Is only standing around there for a second. I don't know if lags are really a problem here at the moment.
Potentially could be. It's in a couple of people clipping and whatnot here and there. I don't know what's going on, but at the moment, I think, you know, if someone's DCs, someone on the opposite team is always going to AFK now. I think it's kind of a standard thing, especially with 55. Shad went AFK just as Xenofis went down, and you know, it's fair play to those guys. Just having a look over on the henge node, actually, at the moment, Tommy is really low, but I think potentially almost Xeon was quite close as well himself. But taking that 1v1, red team going to take henge point, and we do 55 going quite far ahead.
Vapor formed in the wrong way for just a second, but he's going to stay in the vapor form anyway, so the point would have gone to the red team either way. So finally a point again in the control of WAG. They had some problems in mid, but the team fight kind of dissipated fairly quickly, and now we have again two guardians having some fun and dancing. But Misha and Shad are on their way to clear that one up.
Yeah, quite quickly. So Melo, that's going to enable Melo to go back over towards the mine node where he can engage on that 2v2, help Rom to take down Dante and possibly Anufis as well. And Art Tatum is here as well. So these two bunkering down on this point isn't going to be too bad for them at all, because Melo can come out into the point and Rom can actually apply some pressure onto someone, probably Dante at the moment. Yeah, it looks like he's going to try and chase him down if possible, but doesn't want to go out of range, of course, of Melo and the benefits he's going to give him.
Lemming down, but Art Tatum is in mid, and we have only shot on Misha, so both of the squishy ones. He could possibly do quite the good things, and now we have the heal ability from Lemming, but he didn't even try to rest. So with the heal ability, it might have gone off, but now Dante going in there, so keeping it contested. 5 points for the Stomp on Lemming. Zion in there as well, and Art Tatum now going down, but got back up rest by Zion's banner.
Yeah, that's a good option for him to cut. It's a shame he wasn't just a fraction, you know. I mean, if he'd put down that heel, Lemming as well, a little bit of communication error, maybe he would have lasted just until, the war banner actually was coming into play there. So unfortunate for them. But the point is still contested. But both points actually on the side nodes now being taken out. But Rom doing a good job taking out the henge node now. No one contesting that. He's going to get a free cap over there. Tommy versus currently Anufis over on the other side of the map. That fight probably going to go for a little bit of time as well. Anufis is struggling a little tiny bit. Tommy did get a knockdown. And the mid fight, still not really going anywhere. People dipping in and out of the fight here and there. Misha's really low on HP at the moment, so any focus on him or any kind of retaliation is just going to
focus on Melo now. They're really going for the difficult bunker kill, but when they get him, it's really good because for one, he's a good reser and he can't res himself. One good point. And of course the team support will be missing once he's gone, but they're having a difficult time, and especially because Misha managed to, in a critical situation, rescue himself on top of the ledge, and from there he's just putting out enormous amount of damage without really having to play anything defensively. There's the adverb. Now, kind of a team fight, 3 people engaging on the mine point. It is WAG's close point, but up until now, we had pretty good control from 55 at this point, and they're having trouble against the 2. We have Shed in a position to just spam some cluster bombs in there, and I think Onatha might have some trouble with the lags again. It's difficult to see if it's really something with lags or just a bit of, well, curious playstyle.
No, he is. I think it's better now. I'm just on him. He'll be okay. I mean, the focus
and now
is coming
they got
out to
shot
Shad.
and the pony's hurt. The pony's too hurt, man. It's a legendary bow. That's
the pony.
Onatha in the meanwhile getting some damage on him, but they managed to get him down. Nice
Oh,
knockback on Tommy Tom. Onatha almost getting down just from the damage from downstate. They continue on. We have the second try in the rest, but he's not going to get the thief up while they're waiting on there. And Tommy Tom really losing a lot of life with that rest try. In mid, we have a stomp on Zion, so really 55 is gaining control of this midpoint again. We have Art Tatum down on side. Lemming was weighing his options of maybe getting a bit more of the cap, which Misha might have prevented, or getting the rest. Actually got the rest. That's I wouldn't have thought that.
Good job.
And barely surviving.
Well, I was actually wondering where Tommy was going there. I actually thought he was going to start advancing towards mid and leaving Rom in the 1v2. I was a bit concerned there, but it's okay. Enough is currently off point. He's just going to be ranging for now. Needs to be careful because Dante's actually quite low. Needs to jump into him to just see if he's got any cooldowns left. He's still okay. Probably going to be all right for now. He actually just used his cleansing fire, So he's got no cooldowns. He needs to try and think about just regenning a little tiny bit. It does, of course. He still had armor reverse for a little bit of time as well, so he's going to be okay jumping into the water attunement and just popping off some heals. So he's going to be okay now. 55 really have this game at the moment. 380 points to Red's 90 cap. Don't think there's going to be a comeback here from these guys. Red need to really push off node from mid fight at the moment because they're getting held there. The henge point is open for just the D cap, but they can't disengage mid because otherwise they potentially will get wiped.
We've got the mower on Lemming.
Oh, he's going to be okay. And the rest came out as well.
He continued to rest, so apparently you can do that.
Yeah. I think he started the res. He started the res and then the
to do
came
it,
out. Yeah. Shed's doing a good job on mid as well.
WAG at the moment are actually able to sustain the fights a lot better than they did earlier. Earlier they fairly quickly fell victim to some of the bursts. We've got shut down in mid again, but he is stealth and Melo is quite good on the rest there. They are holding on, but in the meanwhile we still have the henge ticking points, giving points to 55, and it's open. So we don't have a player advantage for somebody who has to stay there. We just have too much pressure on WAG, just barely holding on in these team fights and not being able to split off from there and just get the decap. Now the respawn from Onatha might be the thing to actually do something against the henge.
Yeah, here we go. Someone finally from the red team is going to try and go for a decap.
Now they lost mine.
Yeah, it's just switching, you know. I mean, at least it was contested, and Dante just going down off node. It's really is lost for WAG at the moment, unfortunately for these guys. But still some nice performances around the map. I don't like how their Guardian's been stuck in this mid fight almost permanently, really, not getting around the map enough to his team to support them in other fights across the
most of the time we had a pretty large mid fight.
Yeah. There's not a massive amount of rotations.
Now we're gonna have a double
skill.
creature, and that is gonna be the end of the match. We have 500 to 39, which, to be fair, is almost the score we saw 55 against Cheese Mode on the next map.
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm really so warm in this room. I'm just like melting in my chair. I'm just like I need to get some like industrial air conditioner on my face at the moment because it's ridiculous. What the hell is going on in England at the moment, people? We've had no rain for ages. Bloody London. Come on, Jesus.
No rain in Great Britain. That's weird. Yeah.
I know. I don't know what's going
I'm
on.
melting as well. I could do with like maybe fridge temperatures here.
I've just got a big, massive orange drink in my hand. Look at that orange drink. But anyway, how can WAG come back? Sorry, the heat's driving me mental. How can WAG come back?
Not having much to do.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Nick is the master this evening. I'll bow down. Official bow down. It's on YouTube. This bow down.
Okay, make a gif out of it.
Good thing it's on my channel. So how can we see WAG come back into this? I mean, these guys, I don't know how many times they've been in the final, if I'm honest. I can check the stats on ESL, of course, which I might do right now. So this is a new position for them to come. It's actually, I'm really happy that they've got to the final because I do think they are actually a very good team. They're not really running a comp that's too friendly on this map, I would say, really, in all honesty. But Cheese Mode actually kind of destroyed 55 HP monks in the last map that we saw them play.
That might be, can be on one side that 55 is a bit of a weakness on this map. Might also be just that it's a strength from Cheese Mode. Yeah, so we're gonna see. Every time you ask the question, what can they do? I always have in my head, in most of the cases, can they do anything? They
true.
55 just applied too much pressure in the team fight to let anyone split off. We've actually seen it's not good for this map, the team comp that WAG is running. We've seen a pretty bunker orient. Wait, I got kicked or disconnected?
I got something as well.
Okay, we've actually seen a pretty bunker orientated comp doing fairly well on this map, and that quite often. Just simply if they manage to pressure the other team into the 3 separate team fights, that they're just not gonna win. The problem is 55 in earlier matches always managed to handle that quite well with just a really good engage on one point. Or we're gonna see something like the match against Toxic Community, and they're gonna keep on beating on one point, but I doubt it.
People seem to do that. They get you know, Pigeon. Sorry, I'm just putting the password in to try and get into the actual server, which apparently isn't working. Okay.
Oh, brilliant. And now we're on the Flil again. Well, that's going to take some time then. Well, I like Wiggy's Wicked Wang Gang, and they are definitely one of the better teams, but I don't think they can do much against 55 in the second match.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for them to come back into this, but we shall see. I mean, I could. I was thinking, rather. No, actually, I'll do it at the end. Guys, remember, I'm going to do another gem giveaway, the third gem giveaway tonight. At the end of the show, you have to be following the channel to have a chance of winning. But yeah. So, follow the channel. And literally, someone just whispered me and I completely lost the plot there. Just pink coming up on my screen.
You're easily distractible.
It happens when... It's, God, it must be 30, 40 degrees in here at least. Jesus Christ. You see this banner behind me? That covers most of my room and any kind of air that's coming in.
It's really, guys, I have to tell you, with the break screen and all, you're really missing something when Jebro goes AFK. Because he has to kind of slip underneath the banner.
I do.
Which is entertaining to look at.
Yeah. Exactly. I do. I have to do like. I'm not gonna lie. I do have to just crawl under it because it's pretty damn.
Or do the splits. Do it with some style.
I can't do that because my shorts are too low.
Really?
Is that an excuse?
That's the only thing stopping you from doing the splits.
Also, I'm old, you know. I'm old.
Old man Jebro.
Old man Jebro. I do have a walking stick somewhere. I'll try and find it. Someone can win a prize if they tell me what the top of it is. Because I'm a true gentleman. Gentlemen have walking sticks and escort old ladies across zebra crossings. It's what happens, Nick, in the real world.
Is it like a pimp stick with a snake at the top, or just a ball?
Oh, could be a snake. I'm not gonna lie.
Does Jebro have the pimp stick?
Not gonna lie. Someone's just whispered me in the game, so I'm just going to quickly. I'm not sure what's going on.
About the pimp stick.
Yeah, about the pimp stick. So, guys, after this, there's a new feature which happens on Twitch now, when you can host people's channels on Twitch. So if you stay tuned, you can have the same chat. If you want to stay in the chat or go and join the chat of the guy I'm going to host, is going to be Rom. So Rom is currently playing in 55 HP Monks at the moment, and I'm going to host his stream after. So make sure you stay here to watch that, or you can move to his chat or his channel as well, and I'll put it in the chat as we finish and mention it. But yeah, so we're going to do that. Just going to... And yeah, so check him out. Make sure you're always checking out streamers of Guild Wars 2. There's loads of good people. Helsef is streaming, Xerix is streaming, Rom's streaming, everyone on Team Mist I think is streaming, Blue's streaming, Spotty is streaming on Guild Wars, on Guild News, sorry. I know there's a load of World v World stuff. Riot streaming is good as well. Some PvE stuff.
One day I stream again too. One day.
And I was going to say, I wasn't sure.
Probably after Gamescom. I'm going to have a bit of time to invest into streaming and actually do videos for my channel again. That's been kind of on the hold for the last couple of weeks. Well.
Yeah, Nick's got loads of good little guide videos, especially if you're new as well. There was some new startup guides which are pretty good. Yeah, completely new.
3 parts out at the moment, more to come, but after Gamescom. Sadly, no time at the moment. I've barely got time for this.
The awesome thing I have this control as well in my channel where I can just permaban people, which I love to do. I use it. Not partnered. It's not going to happen anytime soon.
What is holding up the progress here? We still need a ready up from Tommy Tom. I still think he should rename himself to Tommy Tom Tom. That just roads easy off the tongue.
Yeah, I think so. Tommy McThomason of Wales. No, he's not Welsh, is he?
Really
When are we going to have a Welsh player?
One day you have to explain your beef with Wales to me.
I don't have a beef with Wales. I have absolute love for Wales. That's why I talk about them all the
because
time.
they sometimes have a complete disregard for vowels?
Sorry?
They have street names and stuff without any vowels, just
One word, which is
six consonants. They don't give a damn. Well, but we finally are back to the game. We've got WAG on the red side, 55 HP Monks on the blue side. 55 can get the win of the entire tournament if they win this match.
Yeah, we're going to see, again, a bit of an interesting split from 55 this time, actually. Sending Rom to far. So he's going to be able to hold that cap for a little bit of time. I think they want to clear up mid quickly. Like, here comes Misha as well. Misha engaging on that Tatum on the way. And we're going to see Rom versus Zeon here as well. So
yeah, no,
Misha,
nice switch. Lemming went into the mid because he wanted to do something against that. Nice idea there. They kind of got the idea that Onatha is probably going to be there, and with a quick burst comp, they could have secured the midpoint, or at least applied a lot of pressure on there fairly quickly. But now pulled off from there, Shut now being on Dante, and trying to get him down. 2v2 on here, 2v2 in mid. At the moment, we've got Misha and, who is it, Tatum fighting on the side there a bit, and maybe moving towards a quarry to get there.
Yeah, no caps coming across the whole map yet. We've got even matchups going on here, which is quite nice. We've got Tommy versus Dante, so even matchup there. Mid, currently Lemming, and also, just having a look at Nuffy as well, on the Ranger, of course. I've just might just quickly check his build, actually, because it looks like he might have changed it up.
They are now really responding to the switches. We've seen a lot of equal matchups there with the people just following the rotation of the other team. Rom now, though, left with two people there and having some problems, having to move from the side. Misha trying to help, but I don't know if he's really the person that can help there, especially if Rom is in trouble. They got the capture point already. Misha's now on the point. The question is, can he win the 1v1? We've seen him earlier pull off some stuff against Warriors, especially in 1v1s, or Mesmus in general, Helseth as well, sometimes.
I mean, if you think about it in this way, he's kind of, the point is cats, but all he needs to do, like you say, he needs to win the 1v1, but now at least he can get off point to the fact that he can actually, he can kite around, he can use line of sight quite well, and Zeon's got, not as much stuff to line of sight with. So Risha's probably going to win this, really, in my opinion, and he'll be able to get that decap. Especially if he can just pull it onto point from time to time using that staff or the blink or whatever. He's going to be able to get a couple of decaps here and there. And we do see support potentially coming as well from Shad.
Oh,
yeah, here we go.
That's not going to end well. Shad, and the fight between Misha and Zeon took so long, and now he actually died off point, so that's really bad. The fight took so long that they should have been able to reinforce the point sooner. WAG should have sent somebody there sooner, because they just had the time. And now we've got the rally from what? Where did the rest came? I have
He's
no
Vengeance,
idea where
sorry.
Oh, Vengeance.
He is Vengeance, yeah. But Misha's down, so that Vengeance might be broken. No, the Vengeance just ran out, unfortunately. So Misha is actually going to get res. Not sure the Vengeance was the best idea there, but he did offer some support up to get Misha down. But, when he was going to die...
They did fight them off, and now they can get the point back and, again, accumulate some points. We still have only 5 points for one stomp on the board. Onatha having some troubles in mid, but Lemming is fast enough. Oh, nice knockback there to get the stomp through just smoothly without Lemming interfering. And now nice burst on him.
Down as well.
Zeon is coming into the midpoint. That again is the thing with the midpoint. It's hard to actually secure it because the people just have the time to run back into the point and just kind of die there. They get the 5 points, but still the capture point itself stays neutral.
But look, they're really trying to finish Zep off fast. Really, 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 really fast. Sorry. Zeon, sorry. Zep. What is that? And the portal actually comes out as well, and I think Misha's just gone back over towards the quarry indeed to get a couple of decaps. Oh, look at the knockback knockback on Artatum. What a knockback. Good job. Decapping fast and taking him down there. Look at that portal move. Lovely. Lovely job there from those guys. And we're going to see, Lemming comes into the point as well. So holding it contested. He needs some support here. So I do think Xeon's actually going to come back and support him. And I don't think Dante versus Tommy is ever going to end. But at the moment, 55 do have the mid, which is really kind of a big advantage for them at the moment. But unless he can get some kind of rotation over towards that point at the moment, no one can really disengage either because, you know, the pressure's on over here. Although, saying that, Enough has just literally gone down as well.
Yeah, Natha just with getting to the point ran into Misha and Thud and Shad and already took quite a beating. But we have two people quickly rezzing. Shad is trying to get the damage through, nobody's stomping. And Shad, while he was damaging, took a lot of the AoE damage actually. Managed to get out of the fight, tries to re-engage Artatum coming from behind and could actually chase him down here, trying to apply the conditions. He's in stealth. On the side, that's a good point to be. Nice, nice move, just avoiding the grenades there.
That's what they need to be aware of. They need to be really aware of Artatum because he can just pile on those grenades. And in the moment he's on the point and he needs to maybe think about potentially pulling off a little bit. He's doing well. He needs to try and get in there for the res if he possibly can. But there's so much cleave coming onto the body. Everyone felt it then from the red team. And a good job from 55 coming out here. And it looks like Xeon's the next target as well. They're potentially going to go down.
Artatum noticed that we have Malo in the fight, and the the midpoint is going to be not quite be able to decap there. Shad is just too quick. The engineer is not really the right person to get a quick decap there. Although with the switching of the weapon sets, he can get the speed bonus, but he might just win the fight. If he plays it well.
Yeah, but Misha's here now as well. Look, Malo's come in as well because they've actually won that fight over on the Kore. So easily able to get over there in time to just back up. And Shad did quite a good job. And Artatum's
just going to try and roll over Waterfall as well.
Oh, look, Rom's going for potentially another future tense 1v1 with the Lord.
Oh, really?
Epic 1v1 we saw before. Yeah, it's just banging on the gate at the moment as they've got that core now. So I think a preparation is kind of happening. Maybe some people want to go to bed, or maybe Rom just wants to kick some ass. Not too sure. But Enough again. Oh, Moa, yeah.
Nice jump there actually. Just barely made it. Looked a bit ridiculous in the Moa fight, but nice
Gotta love that Moa.
Still alive. If you're alive after a Moa, then it's a good thing. We have the big team fight on Waterfall going on, and it again looks like 55 just has the upper hand in this fight. Misha, Shad and Tommy Tom still alive. Malo now moving to the fight to bring the support, to bring the secure reses. We have the midpoint open again, but we have enough people to get there quickly if there's a decap attempt. Somebody needs to really go there completely unnoticed. Maybe Dante is that guy.
Maybe. I mean, they've got both caps open because obviously, like Artatum at the moment knows they know that the Rom's engaged the law because Artatum is currently trying to take out Rom. So Rom knows now that he needs to start hightailing it back to Quarry because they know that point is open. Unfortunately, they have lost the mid cap because they've overextended over Waterfall.
They might actually get it. Tom trying to
get
on the point quickly enough, but even Ride the Lightning doesn't quite do it in that situation. They got the midpoint, and that's actually a good position to maybe get a decap. If you got the point, you can do some good moves from there, but they're still being kind of suppressed on the Waterfall. Lemming having some problems now. They completely going off point. Lemming dying off point. Now Xeon the only one left, so they are probably going to get the double outer point camp in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, potentially. Actually, Rom is just chasing Artatum, so maybe Enough can just come and get that decap at the very least, and it looks like he might get that full cup as Rom has just realised what's happening. Artatum doing a really good job. Yeah, a really good job. Just distracting for enough time to get that decap and actually bringing Red considerably back into this as well. Good job.
Now they have the only cap. They can accumulate the point, and we still have 6 minutes on there. The problem is now with the Waterfall going for 55, they can't make up for the huge lead 55 has already accumulated. And at the moment, I think... No, it's, well, barely. Or no, not quite. A couple of points would still be missing if they now did a successful Lord Rush without giving 55 any bigger lead.
Yeah, this is still 150 points as well. Like if they can get a T2 cap, that will come up very, very quickly. So they just need to, and it feels like they potentially could win this actual cap over at the Quarry, maybe if they can back it up significantly. But of course, we do have a mid fight going on. Xeon's actually in the best place probably on the map, just where he is. Hopefully, Dante's going to get potentially a little bit of support as Shad and Misha are trying to get on the back of him, and needs to just be aware that it's behind him. And oh, Dante going down there. And they did see a stun coming out, and then Xeon getting smowered as well. So the double team coming out from those guys. Dante is down, and we see Xeon running around the point at the moment, currently in Mar form. Needs some help here for mid, for the red team, and I'm not sure that's going to happen anytime soon.
You should not try and rest Dante. Now got caught in a quick burst from Shad and Misha. Misha trying to get the Stomp Fear at the last second from Onatha there. Now Onatha the only one on point, but they're still holding it, and Onatha could potentially at least get shut down. Because he's really fighting for his life there. So we have somebody on point, and we have kind of a similar situation as we had before. We have WAG kind of at least somewhat holding their own in the team fights, but it's a stalemate. We have already the lead from the first couple of minutes, 4:55, and WAG can hold it that way, but not actually make anything up from the big lead 55 accumulated.
Yeah, there's currently a bit of a Lord fight going on. I'm not sure if this is
Really?
the best push in the world. The Ellies, they've moved from Waterfall and they've actually pushed onto the Lord. So Tommy is either going for a really long distraction game, but although Rom is here as well, so they've timed it quite well with the 1 cap. So 3 to 6 points, and the Lord is actually on 30% HP, easily going to be killed now. And an interrupt coming in for the heal, so nice. The regen's coming out from Dante, is doing a really good job of keeping him up, but he can't do it. Here we go, the rest of the red team coming in to defend as well, really low HP.
There could be some good heal if they match. Oh, nice heal. We have a bit of HP regenerating there, but they need to take out the people actually doing damage.
They're really doing a good job on this Lord, but he's going to go down, dude. He's going to be killed right on the dot, almost with 3 points left in the game. And that timing, man. That timing.
Good
job.
They really wanted to do it quickly.
Talk about a slow Lord engage. Jesus.
Okay, and 55 gets the second game, and therefore is the winner of the 40th ESL Weekly Cup, getting 2,000 gems for each participant, for each player.
Yeah, GG 55. Not sure what else they can buy on the gem store, but hey ho. But
I think they might have a bit of a surplus of gems.
Yeah, I think they traded it for money to buy legendaries, actually. I'm not sure if that's exactly how they do it, but by now, yeah, it would have got them quite a lot of cash. So, the winners of the 40th ESL Weekly. 40th, so which is pretty big milestone, actually, for